Hi folks, I'm here for HaytersTV at the premiere, the world premiere of the documentary Arsene Wenger Invincible. As you'll see, if you stay with us, we've done an interview with the great man, an exclusive, a HaytersTV world exclusive interview with Arsene Wenger. Stick around at the end of this chat with Arsene to see an exclusive trailer for his new film. It really is worth watching.
And I'm not stopped since last night.
If I may, Arsene, in those press conferences, you always used to say to difficult questions, wait until I write my book, and then you'll know. And the book was great, but it seems like the film is where you really sort of opened your heart and soul about your life and your career. Is that fair to say?
A bit more, yes. You know, in the book, I think I didn't want to speak about many things happening at the club. It was more general view of what the football is. And we became a bit more specific in the film, and I opened a bit more my heart because it was a bit more as well about my life before the football. So I honestly, I haven't seen the final version at all. So I discovered that tonight. I will be like many people. I will discover what is really about.
Well, I've seen it and I really enjoyed it. So you've gone from Arsene Who to Arsene Wenger Invincible, a film star outside the cinemas here in North London. How does that feel? Does that feel strange to you? Or?
Very strange, you know. I believe that my life is a little miracle when you started where I started.
Hello, you're right. I'm Leanne. You're right.
People asked me to do it. I didn't want to do it at the start. And finally my friend convinced me to do it. I did it, and let's just hope the result is good.
just a couple of quick questions more, if I may use. There's some quite moving statements in the film. You say, for example, that Highbury was your soul and Emirates was your suffering. Can you just expand a bit more what you meant by that?
It was my suffering because we had not the resources anymore and we had to sell all our best players. I had to maintain the team at the top level without the resources that you needed. And it's a period I'm the most proud of it, and as well the period where you suffered every year to get back in the top four to pay the stadium back. So I think I gave the best years of my managerial life to the club at that time, you know, and that's why I believe it was the most sensitive period for the club as well. The first 10 years were, of course, delightful, and the years after were, I think, as well, people forget we produced excellent football, and they unfortunately were a little bit less mature. We missed the championship 2 or 3 times, but we were consistent at the top level, what is the most difficult. You know, when Arsenal will be 20 years again in the top 4, I will be very happy personally.
Probably not in my lifetime. Do you think that 2004, the 49 games, was such an achievement? Dennis Bergkamp calls it a mountain that you all climbed. There was nowhere to go afterwards. It's almost been too hard for any Arsenal team to follow since.
No, I don't think that. I think, of course, it was a remarkable an achievement that you could not do anymore. But as well, I think we were very close. We had to sell our best players always, and unfortunately, then at the end of the year you miss just 2 or 3 points or 5 points, you know, that you usually get if you have a more mature team. The 2004 team, you look, was no young player in there, you know. That's simple. That from Jens Lehmann, Laurent, maybe Ashley Cole was still young, but all the other players were experienced players and top quality players. So that's quite simple.
It's been great talk. So it's one more question, if I may. It's almost like a closure for you. It feels like this film in a way, with your love affair. You called it like a funeral when you left. Are there any circumstances where you can see yourself going back to the club as a fan to work, or maybe they'll put up a statue for you one day, or is it too difficult to go back?
Nothing, no, it's not difficult. I'm focused on, I thought, I don't expect anything. I just did what I did with my total commitment. I did as well as I could. And after that, you go and you do something else. I accept that completely. But I will love the club until the end of my life, and will support the club.
You're not going to go back on the North Bank and boo the manager like you said to us once?
No.
Okay, it's really
I'm
nice.
not against going back to the North Bank, but to boo
Ronnie,
the
you look like
manager,
you're,
no.
okay. Lovely to see you. Good luck. I hope you enjoy the...
Destiny. Life is about millimeters, about timing.
The event that all Arsenal fans have been looking forward to, the arrival of their new manager.
Honestly, when I think about it, they were brave.
How much are the players looking forward to Arsene Wenger arriving?
Who? Arsene Wenger's been in Japan. He's unaware of the demands of our game.
I was not scared of anybody in football.
Would you believe it?
It was the start of it, the real start of it. I have the addiction gene. This desire of hating to lose makes you sometimes inhuman.
I'm saying to myself, is they looking for more?
I loved it. I loved it.
I set them a target to win the championship without losing again.
Simply sensational.
This football is close to perfection.
Vavavoom.
What do you know of my life concretely?
We don't know anything.
My father, he never told me well done. He said, you can do better.
It would have been easier if he would have made the decision.
You realize that's the end of something, like a funeral.
Arsene changed my life.
When the manager is defending you, you will die for him.
An entire league campaign without losing.
The achievement stands above everything else.
You want to discover something more, what football can give you. To transform it into art.